Hi, I'm Dr. Christiane Northrup, an OBGYN physician and authority on everything that can go right with your body and how to use that knowledge to transform your health and truly flourish. Now, people often ask me, how do you trust your gut? How do you develop your intuition? And for those who don't have hunches or a sixth sense, guess what? You do. I want to give you some advice on how to develop your intuition. It's your sixth sense. You were born with it. Little children have it. And then they're talked out of it. You know those so-called imaginary friends? How do you know? That could be an angel. It could be, I have a friend, Kyle Gray, who's an angel communicator in Scotland. And Kyle used to see people's pets that had passed over. So he would walk along with his mother in Glasgow, and he would go up to, "Oh, hi, Spot, how are you?" And the person would be horrified because Spot had died 10 years before. But the spirit of the little dog was still with the owner. You see, our culture doesn't believe in any of this stuff, so we're brought up to not believe in it ourselves. But if you're listening to me, chances are you already believe in intuition. You know that it's part of your brain. By the way, the famous hockey player Bobby Orr had amazing intuition. He could tell where the puck was when it was behind him. That's intuition. It's not like he had eyes in his hips. It's intuition. Men tend to call it a hunch. I have a hunch. I have a feeling. I have a gut feeling. Did you know your gut makes more neurochemicals than your brain up here? That's right. The gut brain, this brain, makes more brain chemicals than the brain. Your intuition, that gut feeling, is real. I'll tell you how I have developed it. I've used tarot cards, or I've asked for a sign. Here's a good one. Years ago, I stood at my bedside after reading Florence Scovel Shinn's book, The Game of Life and How to Play It, and I said, "Infinite Spirit, show me a sign. Give me the next best use of my gifts and talents." That was 11 o'clock on a Friday morning. At 2 that afternoon, a literary agent called me and said, "I think you should write a book." That was intuition. That was following the signs. Many times I do a daily meditation I want to share with you, and it's based on the work of Robert Fritchie, World Service Institute. And here's what I do. I say a petition, and a petition is really just a prayer or an intention. They're all the same. With my spirit and the angels help. Remember, the angels serve life. I focus divine love throughout my system. Divine love is God's love. I know some of you were brought up in religions that said God is a punishing God. I'm not talking about that God. I'm talking about the God is love God. Okay, I focus divine love throughout my system. I acknowledge my desire to enhance my intuition, and I ask that I now be shown signs regularly about what steps to take, and you can have a specific thing in mind. And I ask for this with divine love according to the Creator's will. Then you take a breath in. This brings the petition into your body, and you hold it in your nose, so like that, 4 seconds, and then you pulse it out through your nose. And then I generally will close my eyes. I set 2 minutes on my iPhone as a timer. And I close my eyes, and then I just pay attention to thoughts, feeling, images that arise as I do this. I also do a lot of healings this way and pay attention to the thoughts, the images. I'll often get a soundtrack, and then that over time, you do that day after day after day, and themes start in. Dreams are another way. I write down my dreams every morning that I can remember them. They have the same themes over and over. Things come to you in dreams long before they come to you in real life. The main thing with developing your intuition is the desire to develop your intuition. Then you'll start to see really interesting things. You will see license plates that give you a sign. You'll have dreams. Books will fall right in front of you. Recently, I've had multiples of 11 coming up all over the place. To me, that's the angels saying hello. Last night, my hotel room was 1515. It's amazing. So I want you to follow that divine guidance. That is your intuition. You can develop it like any muscle in your body. For more inspirational tips, visit my blog and explore drnorthrup.com, where you will find wisdom for your body, mind, and spirit. Visit daily to discover the connection between your thoughts, your beliefs, your physical health, your diet, your intuition, and your life circumstances. And remember, you are in the driver's seat of your health, and you can make profound changes.